Yo, the waiting is over. Yeah. Look, they say boxing is a death sport. Ashes to ashes, like trash in the alley. But cashes is cashes, which means we could compete. As long as I got breath in my lungs and my 2 feet and a strong heartbeat, we could rumble, young man. Put the gloves in your hands. The talking is over. All that we were arguing over is over. We could sit in silence before the noise and the roars and arena doors open. Before we throw hands, we satisfy the demands. This is for the fans, my legacy, my little mans who looked up at me like that. You're about to hurt them bad. Yo, the shit is serious. The big fish and the fisherman, the old man in the sea. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we consider silence. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we consider silence.
Up off that. Yeah. Yes. Up off. Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what day is, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's Taco Tuesday. Hey, baby. What's up, my people? This is Showbiz, the adult. All right, man, look at who we have here. Let me see. Jason Lee. Tito Rodriguez. What's going on with you? Whoops. Hey, man, look, first I want to say this. Welcome to the Taco Tuesday, everybody. We got some shit to talk about. And that's the Black Two Krugers. Okay, listen. I know not all of you guys going to be here. A few of you guys going to look at this on the replay, get in the comments. There's a few rules I have for you guys. Listen to what's being said. Don't let your emotions get ahead of your ears. Don't let your insecurities, what I say, go through this insecure brain. You guys get offended and then make what I said something else based on your moistness. Don't do it. I want you guys to listen. Don't carry any arguments that you've had with other commenters or other platforms or some preconceived notion of what you think somebody like me will have to say. Listen to what I have to say. Hit the Tyson bell. All right? That is a huge thing that many adults need to do, especially men. I need y'all men to start manning up and start listening and then responding man to man. Hit the Tyson bell. Let me see. Biz, Roy versus Bivol. Roy, better be a Roy at light heavyweight, not even a fight. Hit the Tyson bell. Let me see. A member for 22 months. Thank you so much. Moist. I want y'all to listen. Listen, my man. Empty the clip. Listen and be logical. People be tripping. My man, please, whatever you do, everybody close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the Varnell Hills.
With a laugh under the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady, and then sign some autographs. The Varnell man can boing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Listen, hold on. My man, Boxing Nerd, been at Whoa 17 months. It's been 17 months, Playboy. Much love to you. Jason Lee, he said, damn, it's crazy you got to keep telling people that. I must, because people are so moist and sensitive and fragile these days that with me saying there's nothing really out there for Crawford right now available, fight his number one contender, Boots Ennis. You hate Crawford. What? You predicted. Somebody said you hate black fighters. Boots and Crawford are black. Two black men getting money together. No. I spent $18,000 on floor seats to go see Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. I participate, me and my wife, on their bottom line, getting to the bag. No, eat my comments. I said that you hate black people. People are so fragile and soft. I bought all their merchandise. Gave it away to winners. That's people now. You got people saying all these things. I'm sitting here wondering what should be next for Terrence Bud Crawford. And I've spent 2 days talking about Boots Ennis should be next. And I've never been more disappointed in my life. I cannot believe out of all fanboys, out of all fan bases, Terrence Crawford's fan base has turned into this. Out of all fan bases, Crawford isn't even that type of dude. The guy's a gladiator. The guy doesn't even have a sense of style. This guy pedigree goes back to Joe Louis. This guy is been shot in the head, drove himself to the damn emergency, and his fan base don't reflect that. They're moist. They want Terrence Crawford in silk pajamas. His fan base encourages Terrence Crawford to be in silk pajamas. Crawford? A gladiator like Crawford? Y'all want him a cherry picker, ducker, in silk pajamas? I just knew that out of anybody, any fighter's fan base, that Crawford's wouldn't be like this. This guy showed up to a press conference with a scabby elbow. And his fans are moist. I cannot believe this shit. Let me see, Charles Baker. They're afraid of competition for Crawford. Holy damn. I'm hearing stuff like Boots Ennis. He hasn't fought a big-time fighter, so he shouldn't get a chance to fight Crawford. And it's so sad because that is the reason why boxing is in a shit state right now. You got fan bases talking about other fighters. Tank Davis is a cherry picker and stuff like that. Talking about aerosexuals, talking about other fan bases, talking about how they don't like cherry picking, how they don't like the silk pajamas, how they don't like ducking, but when their favorite fighter get into a position, they encourage him to be exactly that. And that's exactly what's wrong with boxing. People talk shit about Iron Mike Tyson's reservoir. When Iron Mike Tyson became undisputed, what did he do? He kept fighting the guy up next. What did Roy Jones Jr. do at light heavyweight and all those? He kept fighting the guy that was up next. Why? It's only fair. The beautiful thing about the sport of boxing or about combat sports is when you're the champion, you fight the next guy in line. You give them a shot. Give them guts, like Clubber Lane said. Let's talk about you at work. If you are in line for a promotion, will you want your manager to say, no, you don't get a promotion? Why not? You never made this type of money before. Well, that's the point. I'm next in line for a promotion. No, we'll give that promotion to somebody else. But that somebody else didn't make this type of money before. No, but we don't want you making this kind of money. This is what I mean. If Terrence Crawford can't fight Canelo because he's busy, if Terrence Crawford can't fight Tim Tszyu because he's busy, Tim Tszyu wanting Jermell Charlo for undisputed, Canelo Alvarez wanting the number one contender like you should do as undisputed, fight the winner between Benny and Boo Boo. If they are busy, what should Crawford do? Anything but fight Boots. Fight who? Another guy. This other guy, does he deserve to fight? Is he a number one contender? Has he fought on this level? No, but him and not Boots. Why? Because I'm encouraging him to duck. I want Terrence Crawford in silk pajamas. And that's the Black Two Krugers. And that's the Black Two Krugers. Hold on. Look at this. This is precisely what I'm talking about. Y'all remember Rocky 3? Y'all remember Rocky 3? You guys are acting like me.
Get out while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts. I told you I wasn't going away. You got your shot. Now give me mine.
Why don't you get the hell out of there?
And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me? Politics, man. Then I'll come to you people and lay out the truth. I am rank number 1. 1! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. You see, he don't fight no real man. He fight them setups.
What?
Bad boy, your family doing real nice, ain't it? You call yourself a fighter? Prove it now. Give me that same chance.
I don't care what you ranked. You don't get no shot, and I mean that. You understand?
Judging by my pride, my determination.
It's over with.
But judging by my fighting record.
You understand?
Judging by my pride, my determination.
It's over with.
But judging by my fighting record.
Don't judge me by my pride or determination, but judge me by my boxing record. You don't get a shot. I don't care what you rank. That's him. That's him. You talking Bud waiting. Boots need to be pay-per-view with another opponent like Keith one time. Thurman. Okay, so what do you want Bud to do? You, Jamal, tell me. Tell me right now. Not fight the number 1 contender. He's ranked number 1. He did the job. That means he's the best. You don't want him to fight Boots. Okay, then what do you want Terrence Crawford to do? You tell me, right? That I need you to tell, because I need to know the minds of these T-Buds. I need to know the minds of these Crawford fans. You tell me what he should do. Who should he fight? Canelo Alvarez is busy. He's going to fight the winner between Benny and Boo Boo. Tim Tszyu wants to fight for undisputed against Jermell Charlo. You tell me who he should do, what he should do. You are not Buzz manager. I'm not asking to be Buzz manager. I'm not saying that I'm Buzz. What do you think he should do? I'm on my soapbox. Let me get my preaching towel because my furnace is blowing, boy. Pause. What do you think he should do? Tim Butler. Yep. Jamal. What do you think he should do? I'm going to get to the super chats. Don't worry. I just want to know, what do you think he should do? If that's the case, Boost the same as Boo Boo. What Boo Boo did. Shut up! Shut up! What should Boost do? And Bud will do the rematch with Spence. So y'all want the Spence rematch. Didn't know that. See, I recall after the rematch, when I said no rematch, the Terrence Bud Crawford fans were saying Errol Spence don't deserve the rematch. Fine. Now y'all want the rematch. Okay. I'm just saying y'all not consistent anymore. You just proved my point. Blame Showtime. They want to push the rematch to late 2024, so Boots will have to wait. Let me see. Can't please everyone. Someone will have something negative to say regardless of what Bud does. I'm not on that. Similar to how it was with Floyd. There you go. There you go. I told you guys at the beginning. I said, listen to what I say. Don't have some preconceived notion of what you think I may be feeling like. That's that shit right there. I love Bud Crawford. I would love to see Bud Crawford versus Canelo. I would love to see Bud Crawford versus Tim Tszyu. I would love to see Bud Crawford versus Charlo. I love seeing Bud Crawford in the ring anyway. Why? Because he's an extremely exciting fighter. This is why I love Bud Crawford. No matter what, no matter who he's fighting, I don't have to question what Bud's going to do. Bud's going to give his best. He's going to perform well. He's going to train well. And me, loving Boost the way I do, want the best for him. When everybody thought that I was hating on Wilder, when I said, hey, Wilder should get an extra fight with Malik Scott. Get a fight with Malik Scott first. Get that rapport together, and he have his best chance against Fury. You hate black people, Showbiz. Wilder fans, you hate black people. I said Errol Spence been out the ring. It's going to be for a year. Fight Keith Thurman. He needs a tune-up. Terrence Crawford had one against David Evanesian. You hate Errol Spence. Errol Spence show up, flopping all over the damn ring. saying that he didn't have much timing. His timing was off. Now, where y'all at? Not coming back saying, yo, Showbiz, you were right. And what I'm saying about Crawford right now, Canelo's busy. I would love to see him versus Canelo. Tim Tszyu busy. I would love to see that. Up until then, what should he do now? Now, I asked you guys, do you guys want Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford 2? You Terrence Crawford fans said, hell no. The Errol-sexuals wanted it in blood. So I'm talking to the Terrence Crawford fans. Now y'all want the shit. Anybody but Boots. And that's a damn shame. I've never been more disappointed in my life. Let me see. What's up, Biz? Today is my 21st. Happy 21st, brother. Listen, I got to go turn down this heat. This heat is holy shit. Shit. That heat. That heat is blowing. Dog. It's your 21st, you said? Where you at? No. It's your 21st, brother. Hit the club. Hit the damn club. Hold on. Let me give you your music, bro. Let me give you your music. This heat needs to stop blowing. I mean, holy shit. So DJ, send the sound. Okay, hold on. Tim Butler said, get him, Biz. I'm trying to preach for you, Tim. I'm trying to preach for you. Let me see what else we got. What my man got to say. I'm a huge Bud fan, but everyone else has legacy fights in mind. He should fight Boots or Spence. Thank you. Damn. I want him to fight Boots. I don't need that Spence rematch. I want him to fight Boots, whip his ass, go up to 154 and fight the winner between Tim Tszyu and Jermell Charlo for undisputed. That's what I want. I want greatness. Y'all don't want that, though. I see that. Let me see. Fun Clubbers was a real yes, he was. He slowed up at a ceremony. You've been dodging me, Balboa. His lady came up to my apartment and lay up with the real man. Ruthless. Let me see. Bud wants to be on that Canelo weight inactivity list. You get what I'm saying? Oh! Flex on. See. Left hand on you. Pow. King Kong ain't got on me. I want the best for Buzz. So whatever fight he wants, he should get. So to you, Showbiz. And shout out to you, Showbiz. And here's the thing. Whatever fight he wants, he should get. But it is not the sport of Crawford. Tim Tszyu wants undisputed. He deserves undisputed. He should get that shit. He's been in line for undisputed since Brian Castano. He should get that. It's not, the world don't revolve around Crawford. Canelo Alvarez. We've been begging for David Benavidez for Canelo Alvarez for years. Every time Canelo Alvarez showed up to every press conference or anytime there was a camera in their face, they brought up David Benavidez. Now he's here. David and Boo Boo, same thing with Boo Boo. Whoever wins that deserves Canelo, and Canelo deserves his legacy to have no questions and fight the winner between those. The boxing world isn't called Crawford. Now, for Crawford, with them being occupied, I think Crawford should fight the number one contender, not be in silk pajamas. Love you like a play cousin, my brother. You're absolutely right. Let me see. I love this community. Thanks to Showbiz in the chat. I want to see Bud fight the best. Just like how I love how Barrios is fighting everybody. Barrios is becoming one of my favorites 100%. And that's the egg-shaped love. Let me see. Jada wanted in blood. Willis blood. 100%. Let me see. Notice Boots not demanding Bud. Oh, okay. Here's the thing, though. Hold on. Boots fight does not improve Buzz's legacy one bit. Yes, it does. Okay, but here's the thing. It does because you fight the number one contender. You fight your mandatories. That's what you're supposed to do. But, Mr. Francis, who should he fight who does improve his legacy? Who should he fight? Who should he fight? Y'all y'all want him in silk pajamas. Y'all moist. I miss the boxing fans so much. It's incredible. Will Big Charlo KO Jose Benavidez? Oh, I don't know. Hashtag my bookie. 100%. I don't know. Hit the Tyson bell. Listen. When we talk about Boots and what has been said, okay, first I want to talk about this. Let's play the receipts. What does Steven Espinoza say about Crawford versus Nello? Let's play the receipts real quick. Let's play the receipts. Receipts, motherfucker! What does Steven Espinoza say about Crawford versus Nello?
You said you feel the winner of this fight is the biggest fight, but I don't know. I think the Crawford fight, even though it sounds freaking crazy, is there any reservations on your end putting that fight because of the weight classes, because of what we saw with Jermell and Canelo?
You know, they're different fighters, but sure, it's something that's going to be we'd have to address in the marketing and in the promotion, because there are some who will say, look, we already saw a small guy, go up and try to face Canelo, and how's this going to be any different? Now, look, Crawford is not Jermell. There's a range of different differences, but the weight is a bigger challenge even than it would be for Jermell. There's no way around that. Look, we try to gauge the market and see what fans, want the most. What makes sense. I mean, look, there's some mandatories out there that, start to make noise. So there's a lot of potentials. But, what I think Canelo at this point in his career wants the biggest events, the most exciting events possible. And, we'll see what happens in this fight. I think this will go a long way to figuring out what the next fights are for Canelo.
If David has a sensational win, I would imagine that that's the next natural one then. It would be with Canelo, right?
If David has a impressive win, then I think there's a ton of momentum behind that fight. And that, I think, jumps to the top of the list in terms of which is the biggest fight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And, fans have been wanting that fight with David for a really, really long time.
Canelo versus David Benavidez is the one. It is the one. Let me see. For legacy, Bud versus Spence, Charlo, or Tim, or Canelo. Okay, Bud versus Spence. He already taxed that ass. You want to see it again? So you're the type of dude who want to see Inoue versus Fulton too. That's what you want to see. You want to see Tank Davis versus Hector Garcia too. Gotcha. See, that's what you're made of. Let me show you what Bomac is talking
Everybody keeps on talking about the potential rematch. Are we going to see it? What's the status of it? Have you heard it?
Listen, when the rematch is going to happen, mark my words, it's the same thing is going to happen.
Even at 154, Bomac?
I would give them at 160.
Even at 160? Going up at 160?
If it happened at 160, if it happened at 147, if it happened at 122 pounds, it's still going to be the same damn thing.
Bomac.
What we saw in that first fight, Crawford whips Errol Spence's ass no matter what. Y'all want to see that again? Y'all really want to see that again? Because like I said, y'all really want to see that, I got to start creating some conspiracies. And I'll do it. And I hype the fight. I told you guys. Y'all really, I got to hype the fight because those brothers won't get any money. Mr. Francis. Nobody trying. They're going to be stealing that fight and everything. We saw it already. You want to talk about his legacy? He whipped his ass from pillar to post. It wasn't even a damn fight. Y'all want to see that again? That's what you're about. You built like that. I'm a little different though. Let me see. Became a member. A new member, baby. Bye. Thank you so much. Like I said, Terrence Crawford fans are different. They're different than I thought they would be. I had more, I'm so disappointed in what Crawford fans are revealing themselves to be because they don't reflect Crawford. Crawford's a real one. He's a pit bull in the ring. He's a junkyard dog. But the fans are these soft new men today. Trips me out. Let me see. This is why I like AJ. Not only did he unify, he fought all the mandatories. They told him to duck Usyk, and he still fought him. 100%. That's what great warriors do. That's what the great ones do. But they want Terrence Crawford in silk pajamas. Let me see. This issue is crazy. Why do people Bud should be handed over a fight he wants like other boxers don't have their own plans? Why do people Bud should be handed whatever fight he wants. But he can't get whatever fight he wants when not everybody want him back. This is not the world of Crawford. That's what y'all keep thinking. That's what I'm saying. Crawford fans are delusional. They think that this sport is called the Terrence Crawford, but it's called boxing. They think it's literally called Terrence Crawford. So Crawford will say, I want Canelo. Canelo's like, yes, sir, master. When Canelo's been the face of boxing for years. Canelo got to bend over and do whatever Crawford says. That's how delusional these new fans are. Tim Tszyu been in line for Jermell Charlo for Undisputed for a long time now. And he did what he had to do. Fought Tony Harrison without slipping, no time off. Fight Mendoza without slipping on. And these Crawford fans really think that the sport is called Crawford. That's why I can't get through to them. Too moist. They're different. They're different than I thought they would be. Did Bomac lose weight? Dude looking lean. I tell you what, he got those cornrows. He wasn't playing in jail, bro. He wasn't playing. Let me see. Now, hold up. Bud been fighting his mandatory. I know, but now he shouldn't. Right. Come on. Now, let's Boots get his shot. This coming from a Bud fan. That's right. Bud is a gladiator. See, Bud is a guy. I'm not worried about Bud. I'm worried about Bud fans. Because Bud fans, the fans dictate where the sport go. So I'm trying to get the fans' mind right into being consistent, hold these fighters accountable, and encourage these fighters to be the best champions they could possibly be for their career when it's all said and done. To clean their plates, to be great, win, lose, or draw. I'm trying to change I ain't got to worry about Bud. I know Bud is a monster. Oh my God, he's a monster. He's a monster inside and out. Hold on. Let me see. Biz, you prefer corn or flour to anything my wife makes. She be. This is what Bomac had to say about Canelo.
Being that he wants that Canelo fight. Is that could be the next fight that we could see next year?
It could be. Canelo fight could be, but from what I heard, I think he's got 2 fights that's scheduled already. So we'll see.
Canelo got 2 fights that's scheduled already. Here, he's gone. I want to ask you guys, how did y'all go from Boots and Spence shouldn't happen to y'all wanting that? I mean, Crawford and Spence shouldn't happen to y'all wanting Crawford and Spence over Crawford versus Boots. How did that happen? When did that happen? Where was I? When did that happen? I know Crawford has to rematch, but after that, he'll be near 37. And listen, I'd rather he beat the champs in other weight at Charlo before he fight Boots. I'll be a bit mad if that fight takes longer. Listen, bro. What I'm encouraging is for Errol Spence to come back and get another fight in. If y'all want to know what I'm pushing, Errol Spence running back in there to get Errol, I love you like a play cousin, dog. But running back in there to get dribbled off the canvas. Again, I don't know how that helps anything. Let Errol get a fight in. Get your winning ways back. All right. And, as Terrence Crawford does his thing. I mean, I don't need to see that fight again. Right? I'm not begging for Inoue versus Fulton, which was a way more competitive fight than Crawford versus Spence. If I'm not begging for that, I'm definitely not begging for Bud versus Spence too. Let me see. Fight Boots because I don't think he is on Crawford level. Yeah, I want the fight because everyone thinks Boots is the boogeyman. Crawford sparks him in. I think Crawford wins too. But I just think that's great he fight the #1 contender as undisputed. He defends his title. It's like Devin the American Dream Haney. Why I'm not hating on him. Devin the American Dream Haney became undisputed. I hated that rematch. I hate that shit. Nobody wanted to see that shit again. They had that fight. That was terrible. But then he defended his undisputed against Lomachenko. Then he moved up. That's what I want, not that automatic rematch BS. Let me see. Bomac was given some boxing lessons in the pen. Yeah, he was getting to the bag. He was getting to the bag. They were definitely asking him to train. Let me see. It's not what we want, is what's next. EJ wanted. That's fine. But it is about what you want. You just heard Steven Espinoza say, we got to look at the market. Let me tell you something. Don't lower your value as a customer, and don't just pay anything that somebody gives you. If I give you shit every morning in my podcast, don't show up. Before I start my podcast, I know I got to give you guys quality. Don't just take shit. Listen. Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence 2. If that fight is demanded, then yes, boxing got to go there. Boxing is a business. But if you already saw that first fight, I wouldn't blame you for saying I don't need to see that shit again. The business of boxing will respond. You have more power than you think, because it's your money that makes the boxing business work. And that's the black two sugars. Let me see. But you don't know that. You may be a kid, but as a grown man, I know better. As a huge Bud fan myself, these other buttercups are all emo. Oh, I want to get this out. Crawford fans and the bed buds, and somebody said bed buds earlier. The bed buds are different than Crawford fans. Plus, Bud versus Boots would be easier to sell than the rematch with Spence. Thank you. Far easier to sell. Let me see. I feel like if Boots really wants to fight Bud, he should pick the phone up and call Bud sometime. Won't do it, but Eddie Hearn could make the B-Day by TMR end of the B week. Well, listen, we're going to talk about Boots and Crawford right now. Hold on. Flex on him. Seep, pow. King Kong ain't got on me. Delusional is thinking Bud is going to put 20 pounds of fighting muscle on and still look like the same fighter. Facts. I got nothing but love for Crawford, but he needs to stay away from Canelo. Bud versus Boots is a real. He can do that if he wants. It's just not available. Now, that's a different conversation if you think that he should fight him or not. I'm saying it's not available. So all these bed buds are now switching up anybody but Boots, and I'm trying to figure out why. Let me see. Bud either fights Boots 47 or Spence 54. He can't move up and fight anyone else by not choosing to fight Spence at 54 and want Mel or Nello Espinosa. Exactly. That's what Espinosa was saying. I blame Spence for the current state of 147. I don't mind the current state of 147. But let's listen to Crawford. What did Crawford say about Boots before his fight with Errol Spence? Remember, he had that conversation on Instagram.
Well, why you didn't fight Boots, or why you didn't fight Ortiz? Well, them names that never came up. I would have fought them names in a heartbeat.
I would have fought them names in a heartbeat.
I'm the best fighter in the world. Who you think I am? I'm the best fighter in the world. I always fought in my mandatories. I ain't never ducked my mandatories.
Facts. Terrence Crawford said, I always fought at my mandatories. I never ducked my mandatories. He said the names never came up. I would have fought him in a heartbeat. I believe him. He's talking about him fighting David Evanesian and not Boots or Ortiz. I believe him. Let me tell you this. Yeah, fight David Evanesian for $10 million on BOK Prime. They overpriced. You're going to spend $10 million on Terrence Crawford to fight. Take that. Don't be dumb. And Devin Evanesian is no real threat to get in the way of him versus Spence. I am messing with Crawford on that statement. Let's move forward. And check out what Crawford had to say again. And this was on Gilly's podcast.
I told Wallow and I told Gilly, I said, if Boots want to fight Terrence Crawford, call Bozy and Boots and ask them why they took the IBF route instead of staying with the WBO when they could have been my mandatory. But what I'm saying is, why did y'all leave?
So they better ask for the smoke though, T.
We had to pick what's amnesia or amnesia, lotion, whatever.
See, we don't even know his name.
But you know, we wanted to fight y'all a long time ago.
When? Why? If y'all wanted to fight me a long time ago, why I'm just now hearing about this? Huh?
You probably wouldn't even took the fight right then at that time.
Probably not. Probably not.
Probably not.
I had bigger fish to fry on the table.
Fish to fry. Probably not. He wouldn't have taken the fight anyway. That's what I love about Crawford. He kept it a bean. Crawford said, I wouldn't take the fight anyway. Crawford didn't want to fight Boots. He wanted to fight Errol Spence for undisputed. I messed with that. He didn't want to fight Boots and roll in the dirt with Boots. I ain't fighting that. I'm going to fight. Nothing's going to get in the way between me and Errol Spence, one of the highest demanded welterweight fights in years. He was absolutely right. He was absolutely right. But let's move on. Hold on. The WBA will be ordered first if any Mando gets called. Boots is the #1 contender. Flex on him. Seep. Pow. King Kong ain't got on me, like I said. The new fan, the Crawford fans, these new guys, this is what they want. They want cherry picking. They start putting in politics to cherry pick. But when it comes to other people, Tank Davis and all those boys, you got something to say, right? But when it comes to your precious Crawford, you want to try to play politics and do a little thing. That's what I'm saying. All fanboys are alike. People who are supporting Canelo Alvarez for trying to call out Badu Damn Jack when I said Dockeroni piece of fight David Benavidez, those Canelo fanboys were getting on me, saying that I'm a Canelo hater. Now that Canelo went to the PBC, fought Jamel going to David Benavidez, boo-boo winner, they're actually happy about it. But they didn't think about what was best for Canelo. They thought about Showbiz. You hurt my feelings, demanding for Canelo Alvarez to improve his legacy, to take on David Benavidez, the Mexican monster on Mexican Independence Day. Now they're about to do it on Cinco de Mayo. Now you're cheering, but you just don't want people to criticize him for it. Soft. Just like people talk, Floyd Mayweather fans, when I'm saying don't fight Berto, fight Keith one time Thurman. That's your #1. That's your mandatory. That's the #1 contender. What did Floyd Mayweather fans say? No, we like that. He can do whatever he wants. He deserves it. Fight Conor McGregor instead of Keith Thurman. I'm the one that's keeping the same energy. I don't care who you are. And when it comes to Terrence Crawford, Canelo's not available. Tim Tszyu not available. Don't try to play politics and, he could do whatever. Fight Boots. I'm still saying the same thing, no matter your skin complexion, no matter your age, no matter your name. And I'll tell you in your face. Let me see. What is the legacy fight for Crawford that is greatness? Spence needs to tune up before rematch. Yep. Boots is the normal line challenger. Yes, that's what you do. In between fights, he had this big fight with Spence. That's his big fight. And then before the next big fight, what do? They call it a stay busy fight, whatever you want to call it. But fighters fight their #1 contender. You do the integrity move, and then you do the big business move. Integrity move, big business move. What's wrong with what I'm saying? Do the integrity move by fighting the #1 contender, move up to 154, and then challenge the winner between Jermell Charlo and Tim Tszyu for undisputed. Y'all know that's logical, but y'all don't like me saying it. But if it plays out like that, y'all will love it. Don't get that sensitive. Think logically of what I'm talking about. Let me see. Normal line challenger. We all agree it is it legacy fight for greatness in the sport? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Tell them, Biz, dude, I'm preaching out here. This is the Taco Tuesday. Now let's hear what Crawford had to say, though, on the Breakfast Club. Check out Crawford here.
What about Boots? Boots is the mandatory. He's calling you out now.
Listen, right now in my career, a lot of people like boost this, boost that, boost this. You know, fighting Boots is a lose-lose situation. I win, they're going to say, oh, well, He was young. He wasn't ready. Me fighting Boots would be like, okay, well, you beat Boots. It's not a mega fight.
Mhm.
It's going to sell a little bit because of your name and what you just accomplished. You know, but now what? I'm looking for big challenges. You know, I'm trying to go up in weight and fight Charlo. You know, I'm at the tail end of my career, and I'm trying to make things make sense.
So is it about just the money?
Definitely.
Okay.
100% about the money.
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 Mm-hmm.
Not taking anything away from Boots, but, you know, where I am at in my career right now, I didn't fall my ass off to get to where I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I deserve to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what nobody say, what nobody, how anybody feel, or any of that. You know, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them, fuck them.
F them. All of us. F all of us. All of us. It's about the money. Everyone ends up in silk pajamas. Everyone ends up in silk pajamas. The funny thing is, the fanboys love their fighters in silk pajamas. That dude said, "What's in it for me?" Muhammad Ali fought the big fights. Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Sonny Liston. But Muhammad Ali fought Bonavina, Quarry, Cleveland Williams, Shavers, Ron Lyle, all those boys in between time. You can't say shit about. He wasn't stupid for doing that. That's why he's the greatest. He wasn't stupid for doing that. He didn't sit down and twiddle his thumbs and wait for the next big fight. He fought Bugner out there in the UK. He traveled everything. That's why he's the greatest. Now you got people like Tyson Fury fighting Francis Ngannou in between time. And y'all love where boxing is heading. Y'all love that. And that's what disappoints me, because out of all fans, the fanboys of Terrence Crawford is acting like this. Crawford, you can't get more grittier than him. The thing is, everyone ends up in silk pajamas. What you got to do is not allow it. When it's all said and done, this era is going to be Canelo's. All of it. All of it. Terrence Crawford is one fight where Errol Spence winner, now in silk pajamas. Canelo fight the winner between Boo Boo and Benavidez. Canelo said, nobody can beat this Canelo. When it's all said and done, and he literally walking the stage in silk pajamas. That guy's looking more rugged than everybody right now. Right now. Let me see. I remember we, as the fan, wanting Fury versus AJ for undisputed, but the judge ruled Wilder favor. Yep, we got to beg EJ not to go that route. Thank you. But EJ wants it. Of course he wants it. Wilder wanted it in blood. Of course. But you got to think what's best for the fighter if you're a real fan of his. Errol, get a fight in at 154, dog. Get a fight in. Get a fight in. You know, get your timing back. You ain't get your timing back. All right. I don't know how you got your timing back against Terrence Crawford. I mean, you timed how well to get up. But I didn't see you get. I don't know if that fight could help you get your timing back. Fight a guy, whoop Thurman's ass. You know what I mean? And then come back like a drooling pit bull. And get your rematch with Terrence Crawford. Let me see. Boots going to get Meldrick Taylor. Oh shit, man. Meldrick Taylor's my guy too. That was a sick situation. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Biz Preacher, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, Errol got to fight Lubin. Some shit like that. I'm all for it. Errol versus Lubin. There you go. There you go. Because I already saw Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. I already saw it. I know what it's all about. I watched it. There's no questions. The sad thing, and I'm not getting on Bud. Bud said F him. That hurts. but also said it's all about the money. But who I'm getting on is the Crawford fanboys, who now is enjoying Crawford going from gritty to silk pajamas. Here's what y'all on right now.
What you talking about? I knew he was gonna be here.
And you knew I was gonna pull up.
Did
Did you know I
got a
was
text
gonna pull
message,
up?
nigga, from 3 o'clock.
And you got a FaceTime for me and you didn't answer.
I don't know your number.
But now you know. Save it.
And I'm trying to make things make sense.
So is it about just the money?
Definitely.
Okay.
100% about the money.
Okay.
100% about the money.
Okay.
100% about the money.
Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Where's my man? Save it. Where is he? It's definitely about the money. That's him now. I just don't want y'all applauding that. Where's my guy? Save it. Go whoop Boots' ass. Go whoop Boots' ass. Now all of a sudden, it's all about the money. Now he in the yellow shorts. The nut huggers, yellow shorts. And all I'm saying is, Crawford, don't go that route. Well, that's all I'm saying. Check out some Muhammad Ali. Go whoop Boots' ass, move up, become undisputed at 154. Then fight Canelo Alvarez. But that's not it. It's mostly talking to the bed buds. It's talking to the bed buds. Hold on, let me see. Flex on them. Sip, pow. King Kong ain't got on me. Keep my wife's name. Yes. Zoo is normal line for Charlo. The monster deserves Canelo. Will Canelo duck to fight anyone else? Only thing can benefit Canelo is pound for pound king versus Crawford, or risk passing the torch of Latino fan base with the monster. Perfect. Let me tell you something. If Canelo passes up the winner between Boo Boo and Benavidez for a welterweight, that's a duckaroni pizza. I'm not playing no games. If he passes up the winner between Benavidez and Boo Boo for a welterweight, I already saw him against Amir Khan, and he was too big for him back then. If he were to pass up the Mexican monster or Boo Boo Andre, whoever wins that fight, for a welterweight, that's a duckaroni pizza. I'm not playing no games. The same way I felt about Badu Damn Jack. If he fights a welterweight, instead of that, duck pies. And I'm not playing. Let me see. They will have to pay Spence step aside money. Then pay him step aside money. But here's the thing. Spence just, no, he doesn't. He don't even got to pay Spence step aside money. All he need to do is say, I want it at 147. And if they can't agree to the weight, then the fight is over with. The contract would not make him obligated if they can't agree. All Terrence Crawford need to do is say, I would rather fight him at 147. I'm not budging. Errol Spence, I can't make 147 no more. Over with. Boots. They ain't got to pay him shit. Let me see. DJ, Bub Buddies act like they bought shares of Crawford stock. I'm telling you, could swear they get a piece of his purse. They see him as a business, not a warrior. DJ, that's not even what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is, DJ. I'm going to tell you what it is, Playboy. What it is Crawford fanboys ain't thinking about Crawford. Crawford is just a symbol to help their insecurities. They're thinking about conversations and arguments that they have with aerosexuals. So they get all riled up about that, and they want to somehow take away from them. And the best way to do that is say, nah, we ain't even gonna fight Boots. We ain't even gonna fight Arrow in the ring. We ain't gonna fight Boot, because that's what y'all want. Because they're not warriors. So that inner being is projecting. It's projecting, and it's starting to symbolize who Terrence Crawford is, which is unfair. That happens all the time. The fanboys are so moist that you start hating the fighter that they represent. Terrence Crawford is a warrior. The fanboys ain't thinking about Crawford, they're thinking about themselves. I said that about Wilder fanboys. He wants it in blood. No, you couldn't take him getting his ass whipped. So you want to throw him back in there because you couldn't believe it. He got his ass whipped again. Was that for Wilder or you? Was that really for Wilder or you? He switched his whole team. He deserved to have a fight with his team, his new team. No, you couldn't handle it. That's what fanboys do. I'm telling you. Let me see, Biz, you got me and my son walking around the house all day yelling, King Kong ain't got nothing on Cheese. You got that right. My son loves when you play that. Hold on. Even if Cheese not here, where your boy at? Where your boy at? Where your boy at? Flex on him.
Cheese. His name is Cheese.
They say they don't fuck with me, but
Bling, bling.
King Kong ain't got
on Cheese. Biz, can't you market Crawford versus Boots for big profits? Yes. Boots got flow in the ring. Great story. I'm saying, do you know how hard I would push that? Oh my God. I got to come up with a conspiracy. I'm going to have the aluminum foil hat on the entire promotion for Crawford versus Spence 2. I already know what kind of conspiracies I'm going to come up with. They got to get to the bag. If they're going to fight each other, if they got to fight each other, then I want them paid. I'm going to be a conspiracy, and I don't want to hear no Terrence Crawford fanboys talking about, oh, you're aerosexual. No, I'm doing it for you too, fool. Y'all just told me that y'all would prefer Errol Spence versus Bud 2 over Bud versus Boots. Y'all, so I'm doing it for you too, fool. So when I wear my aluminum foil hat and bring up conspiracies, I want y'all to say, yeah, you're promoting the fight, hyping it up, because we want T-Bud versus Errol Spence too. We don't want Boots. So be right here consistently cheering it on. Yeah, Errol Spence was sick that day. He was sick. Look at his eyes. He had COVID. I want y'all right there spreading the same thing because that's the fight y'all want. Let me see. Spence needs to chill out for a while. Bud has all the options now. The ball's in his court. Yeah, when it comes to Spence, yeah. Let me see. Biz didn't Crawford do the integrity thing by fighting Spence? Yeah, they both did. Now he need it, but it was a big fight. It was a big money fight. Now he deserves his no, that fight was his biggest payday. That was the big money fight. Now fight the #1 contender, right? What are you talking about? He wants. If Boots wanted to fight Bud, he will force his mandatory. So you think that Boots don't want to fight Bud? We have to see, because what Bootsy and Boots are talking about is that they've been wanting him. You're saying they've been wanting him. It's Tyson Bell. Who he's the mandatory for is the IBF. He's not the mandatory for it. So he's the #1 contender. He's not the mandatory for the WBO. He's a mandatory for the IBF. So what he'll have to do, oh, wait, Terrence Crawford being undisputed. So, yeah, what he'll have to do is go to the IBF and write whatever. But the thing is, Terrence Crawford, does he want Boots? Terrence Crawford said, no, he ain't fighting him. So I don't know what Boots should do. Crawford fanboys are out here singing, it's all about the Benjamins like P. Diddy. I'm telling you. Let me see. Biz, could Buzz see himself in Boots Warrior and now sees himself in Canelo El Jefe? Listen, dog. I don't mind Crawford versus Canelo. I don't mind Crawford versus Tim Tszyu, but they're just not available. So all I'm doing is trying to think what's the best for Crawford. That's all I'm trying to do. What's the best for Crawford? And y'all saying anybody but Boots. Y'all, listen, man, what I'm still trying to find out is, I know y'all trying to represent him and say what he should do business-wise and start talking business. Now y'all sound like Floyd Mayweather fanboys. And I never thought Crawford fanboys would be like Floyd Mayweather fanboys. Never thought so. Now y'all talk about money moves. Y'all not talking about what the fans want. So it's so funny that Crawford fans don't want to see Crawford versus Boots. They don't even think that'd be an entertaining fight to watch. They're not thinking about their bottom line. They're not thinking about themselves. They so into Bud that they don't even think that that'd be entertaining to watch. If Crawford fought Joe Schmo, they would think that's okay. Crawford fought David Evanesian. He can't fight Boots. Y'all like, no. Because I can't think for myself as a fan. I got to follow what Crawford says. Y'all are no longer individuals, alphas, thinking of yourself. Y'all are in a group. Remember that scene on I Am Legend when he stepped into that dark room and he had that flashlight and all those zombies were sitting there like breathing like this? That's y'all. Y'all not thinking as individuals for yourselves. Crawford versus Boots would be a better fight to watch. We already saw Crawford versus Spence. Crawford versus Boots, that's the #1 contender. Boots is incredible in the ring. He fought Villa. Let's go. Y'all not doing that. Y'all like Crawford, whatever Crawford. Y'all not individuals anymore. And all I'm doing with this podcast is trying to shape every fanboy. I do that with Canelo fanboys. This is my mission, to make boxing the #1 sport in the world again. And I start that with y'all trying to tell each and every last one of y'all in the comments and everything. I'm doing it one by one for y'all to value yourselves and your own brain and demand what you would prefer to watch. I don't want these non-thinking slaves to a fighter. Whenever I say something that makes sense, oh, that's hate. Why? Because I am a default, bald, pale, like all those zombies all look the same. I'm all the same. We are not thinking about you. Followers, I'm asking you guys to be individuals to help make boxing the #1 sport in the world again. Champions should fight their #1 contender. That's how it's been. That's when boxing was great. Now y'all talking about cherry picking for the bag. Bro, I can't believe it. Out of all fans, Crawford fans? I don't know about conspiracies, but I think I saw Breland rushing out of the arena with an empty water bottle jug before the fight. There you go. Not sure what that's about. There you go. There you go. Mark Breland was there for the Spence fight. We'll get catchweight 52 for undisputed our Boots 147. Can you do a catchweight for undisputed? Oh, let me see. Flex on him. Seep, pow. King Kong ain't got on me. Let me see. And that's why I blame Spence. Him wanting the rematch at 154 is one of the reasons this discussion is happening, because you're right. It's not fair to Boots to wait on Spence to figure out what he's going to do. Precisely. But Terrence Crawford can't say I wanted at 147 or nothing. Right? And that was the thing. When he said that, I was like, man, that's no fair to Errol Spence. But I get it. It's no fair to Errol Spence. But I get it. He ain't trying to fight Errol Spence. So the best way to get out of that is to say you wanted at 147 or nothing. So you can get out of that. But then fight Boots. Let me see. Unless you fans are saying, yo, I forgot. The most important thing, because like I said, I work for you guys. The most important thing I found out in this podcast is that Terrence Bud Crawford fans actually want Crawford versus Spence too. That's what y'all really, really want. So here comes the conspiracies. Just don't blame me when I'm making the conspiracy videos. Let me see. Puffy. I won't ever call him P. Diddy. Yeah. You gonna call him Puffy before I get you. Hugh Smith. Boots versus Bud is epic pound for pound. One of the best matchups in boxing. That's not what people want. That's not what the Crawford fans want. I'm gonna give the Crawford fans what they want. We're about to hype up Spence. Now, that's what this podcast was about. I don't need to revisit it. The podcast was about what does Crawford fans demand? What do they want? They want Bud versus Spence too. So here comes the conspiracy videos. I think Boots brings a bigger challenge than EJ, and Bud fans would rather a big payday if Bud has to fight a tough fight. I think Boots brings a bigger challenge than EJ. Of course, yeah, I saw it. And Bud fans would rather a big payday if Bud has to fight a tough. Exactly. Bud fans are about watching his money grow. So it's not a Floyd Mayweather fanboy thing. That's how men are now. Men like watching other guys' money grow. They don't like watching good fights. I bring it to the forefront. Let me see. Them zombies were Jada's.
But you don't remember what they look. But you bought the bottle of beer, definitely, at 12:15.
Yeah, it was 12:15. Exactly. If I'm not mistaken, it was.
Now you see something. Now you see now. You done fucked up. You know that, don't you?
that dude. Speaking of Jada, let's do a quick look at this. Let's do a quick look at that, dog.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at that. Look at that.
Wait, hold on. Y'all want some more?
I don't want to share all of this. Different stages in my marriage where Will and I decided we were not together.
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
I thought it was a skit. Like, from where I was sitting, you couldn't tell. I couldn't tell that it didn't look like Will hit Chris.
Shut the fuck. Shut. Did I say no? Oh shit! Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something.
Hey, she said she thought it was a skit. Jada said she thought the slap was a skit now. Y'all, fanboys, his money isn't your money. Stop. Hey, bro. Listen, Charles Baker. It's all good. We know what they're on. They want Terrence Crawford versus Spence too. Here, my man said, somebody said, y'all tripping. I want Bud versus Nello at 160, but he's not available. What we're talking about, and that's not available. All right, listen, bro. I want $85 million. It's not available. We're talking about not fantasy shit. But we're talking real. Like I said, as men, I said at the beginning, I need you guys to be men. All right, not little boys. All right. So we're talking about what's available and what could be made. Canelo at 160 is not available, bro. It's not. Tim Tszyu he wants Jermell Charlo at undisputed. He ain't thinking about Crawford. That's not available. So what's available is that makes sense is the contractual agreement with Spence in the rematch or Boots. And when that is put out in front of y'all, because those are the two options that make sense, Terrence Crawford fans said they want Spence in a rematch. Here comes my conspiracy videos. I told you guys, and I've been very consistent with this. I told you guys, I don't need that rematch. That video went viral. I thought everybody agreed. Then when I said, if the rematch has to happen, do you guys want me to push it? Y'all said yes. But Crawford fans were saying, we don't want the rematch. And I was with Crawford fans because I was like, when I put that poll up and most people, like 60-some%, wanted that rematch, I said, none of them are Crawford fans. They must all be aerosexuals. Come to find out, Crawford fans want that rematch. I can't promote it no other way than conspiracies. Here we go. Let me see. If Spence walks away Where's Bud next money fight? Yeah, you gotta ask them. I don't even think money. I'm thinking legacy. I don't even think money, but yeah, you gotta ask them. Fun. We know Jada killed Kane and Memphis. Oh, she did. Try to make that guy go to Atlanta. He was just fine. Then he got shot up. Yeah, you're right. Because I turned 20 on the 19th. Any advice for my 20s? No. Okay, I do have advice for your 20s. My brother. Grind. Use your 20s to grind. You got the energy to do it. When you get 30, you ain't got no energy. 40, done. You got all the energy to become somebody in your 20s. Spend that decade grinding. I promise you, you'll still be young enough in your 30s and enjoy it. People like to use the 20s to party. You party, then your 30s, you try to work. You ain't even got the energy for it. It's over with. Your whole life is already mapped out. Use your 20s to grind. And that's the advice I'm gonna give. Flex on them. That's what I did. Seep, pow. King Kong ain't got on me. Serious conversation, showbiz. These guys put their life on the line. Each fight, they could suffer major injuries. Okay, so it has to make sense money-wise. 40 fights later, it's time Bud thinks about his health and family. Are we wrong to care? That has a lot of layers. I'm gonna say this. Serious conversation. Boxing is dangerous. If you're worried about your life, you should never start it. It's already a violent sport. It's nothing new. Unless boxing is new to you. Boxing been around for ages. It was always a dangerous sport, and they put their lives on the line. Now that you're here as a boxing fan, I don't grade you by how smart you were cherry picking. That's what Floyd Mayweather was talking about. Who made the most money? Who had the most titles? And I'm like, you. But who's the greatest? I grade that on something else. So you can't go about boxing in a way that is less like a fighter. And I give you, and I say that you're the greatest fighter. I'll start judging you differently. You're great as a businessman. It's up to the fighter. But when it comes to his health, he chose boxing. If you're worried about it, you shouldn't have started. And if you want to be great, that's up for the boxing fan to define. It is what it is. You can do what you want. Terrence Crawford can fight UFC guys in a pro fight all he wants. Tyson Fury doing it. Terrence Crawford can do that and get the bag and fight those guys and do those things if he wants. Fine. But I'm not going to love it. I don't have to love it. And then when I grade him as a great fighter, I don't have to say, yeah, he fought some cherry picks for the money. I get that. So he's so damn great. No, that's no fair to everybody else who's actually doing some shit and being great. That's no fair to Henry Armstrong. That's no fair to Jack Johnson, Sam Langford. That's no fair to the great ones before him. Sugar Ray Leonard. No fair to Duran, Pacquiao. No fair to Floyd Mayweather. No fair to the great ones before him. So like I said, he can do what he wants. But y'all can't tell me I have to love it. And y'all can't tell me that I have to start grading them on a slant, on a curve. We define who great is. The fans do. So don't ask to be called the greatest or one of the greatest when you didn't move in a way that great ones do. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Let me see. It was the way the fight was presented. Boots was tweeting during the fight he wants Crawford next, okay? It was a turnoff to fans. I would like to see it. Okay. Yeah, but we got to a resolution already. Terrence Crawford fans want to see Errol Spence too. Let me see. Do you have Espinoza saying Bud can't move up, skipping it? Right. I have that, but I didn't. Yeah. He said he can't not want the fight with Errol Spence, right? At 154 and only one at 147, but want Jermell Charlo at 154. He said that. He said it gotta make sense. He did say that. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So people can get Bud only has 2 options, Boots or Spence. Yep, not anything else. Exactly. Exactly. You're exactly right. I didn't add that this morning. I have the clip in my phone. I didn't add it. The Mayweather effect is the biggest cancer in boxing today. Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I can't have 2 moist group of people in my I can't have 2 groups, right, of moist people in the I probably will have 3. What I said about Errol Spence getting dribbled off the canvas, Aerosexuals got moist. I saw it. All right. Terrence Crawford fans are already moist. And if I start saying the Floyd Mayweather effect, now I got just a war room full of the moist. All right. We ain't there yet. We ain't quite there yet. We ain't complete boxing fans yet. Let me see. Why people don't want him to fight Boots? Because people don't want, Crawford fans don't want Crawford to fight Boots because the fans they don't like want it so much. Bro, it's not about Crawford. Crawford fans don't want Crawford to fight Boots because the fan base they hate wants it so much. Crawford fans or any fanboy think about themselves and not the fighter's legacy. They all do that shit. I see it, and I know it too well because I was one of them. I was a Roy Jones fanboy. I'm speaking from experience. When he caught a seizure with Glenn Johnson, the guy was done. And I was still like, man, he get his get back against Tarver. He was done. He needed to sit out. But I couldn't take it. I had the bottom lip quiver when Tarver whipped his ass. So for my feelings, I wanted Roy to jump back in there. Got his ass waxed again. And I've been trying to show you guys the light. Let me see. Half this shit is yours. Let me see. There's nobody for him to fight if Spence backs out. Hopefully, Bud behind the scenes with Boots setting up a fight the fans want like him and Spence did. Brother, let me tell you something. Crawford is a dog. I don't care what Crawford talking about with the money and stuff like that. Crawford is a dog. You don't try to pressure Crawford. That's why I'm asking you guys to do it. Crawford will respond. I'm going to tell you another dog, Canelo. That's why Canelo's like, no, don't start talking about a welterweight now. Y'all been breathing down my neck talking about Boo Boo and Benny this whole time. Now I'm healthy, and I'm about to whoop their asses. Now everybody want to switch up and say Crawford. No. Canelo's like, hell no. Give me the winner between Benny and Boo Boo now. Give me Darrell after that. Canelo ain't playing. Y'all been crying. David been the Mexican monster and all that for 4 or 5 years. I done whipped Charlo's ass. Now y'all over that and want to talk about a welterweight? Y'all pressure Crawford, and Crawford's going to be like, wear Boots. I will fight him now. Because Crawford's a dog like that. But y'all don't want it. Not that y'all afraid for Crawford. Y'all just don't want people who hate Crawford or the fan base y'all hate. Y'all don't want them happy. You know they'll be happy with Boots versus Crawford. Y'all don't even want that. No fan is more unbiased than recovered fanboys. Yeah! Hit the like, you moist sausages, BK. Boy, love you, BK. Let me see. I think I just saw I saw somebody. I missed it. I saw something. Showtime is done with boxing biz. Oh, I got a video. I forgot to add that too from Stephen Espinosa talking about Showtime. Showtime done with boxing. Listen, hold on. Let me read a couple cash apps and we'll talk about Showtime and then we out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hold on real quick. Wow. I got a few cash apps. Wow. Okay. Crawford versus Floyd makes sense. Saw your video. Crawford versus Floyd makes sense. Oh, it makes money. It does, but Crawford versus Floyd. Box, understand Boo Boo versus Benavidez, great for boxing. 100%. Boo Boo versus Benavidez, great for boxing. Let me see. Post that updated Discord link. Oh, yeah, I still got to do that. My bad. So look, and the fantasy boxing league. Don't forget about the fantasy boxing league. We're going to be pushing that data out. I mean, that beta out very soon. The whole team, we've met, we're working on it, and it's about done. It's about done. Here's a quick message. After this message, we're going to talk further a lot about Showtime and how we're going to move forward with the Terrence Crawford fanboys. Look, you know, sporting events is just that much more fun when you participate, right? And this is a fight site, so you know we get lit. You know the Showbiz adult community is going to get lit. MyBookie is holding us down on this one, man. I've been participating on MyBookie, and I'm having a good time. And if you're anything like me, you just want to make your deposits and withdraw and enjoy your winnings. And there's a lot of perks. If you add Showbiz to the promo code, you get some perks here. You get $200 cash on your first deposit of $50 and more. And this cash is real cash that you could use and play with immediately. And I know this is a fighting community, mostly boxing, and we do some UFC. We love betting on the fights here, but they do have perks for the NFL and for collegiate football now that it's football season. I know Aaron Rodgers went down. Too bad. He went down. He went down with a leg, which is why MyBookie is offering the first 2 legs of the parlay. You can cash out and then bet again and get busy. That's just different, right? In the middle of your parlay, after the first 2 legs, you can do those things. There's a lot of things that they're offering on MyBookie. It's just a lot of fun with all the bonuses. And typically, you get 10 times the rollover with your bonuses, man. I mean, MyBookie is a lot of fun, and I've been having a lot of fun there. Seriously, no jokes. And we're going to even have more fun with this community and place more bets and have more fun, troll each other, have a good time. All the links to MyBookie is in the description box below. Don't forget, if you're a part of this community, you can benefit by adding Showbiz to the promo code. Now go back and enjoy the present me talking some more shit about boxing. I'm out. Hey Biz, David Benavidez booze might be on the same undercard. I heard about that. And Carmel Moulton. How excited would you be about that? Extremely. Because I mean, you got to make that worth pay-per-view. And I don't think Boo Boo helped that with that press conference. How do I participate in a fantasy boxing league? I'm 90% on MyBookie. Hashtag win best. Thanks, Biz. Brother, become a member, and the beta is going to be, all the access keys are going to be released to members only. Okay, so the members are going to test everything out, make sure it's how it is, and then we will release it officially to everybody. We're going to have boxing leagues going up against each other. We're going to have leaderboards for the boxing leagues and the general leaderboard for everybody. Leaderboard for the best leagues. Who has the best leagues out there? You know, because you can't have 3,000 people all go up against each other. So you got to create a league, add people to your league. Y'all go up against each other. And then you're going to if you got a great league and y'all predicting great fights and you guys are out there, you know, really competing, your league will have a prestige above other leagues. It is a fantastic thing going on. The fantasy boxing league is fantastic. Wait till I break it all down with a video. Let me see. I want Bud to fight Boots because Errol Spence going to get that ass beat again. And Bud fans are scared that Bud might get beat by Boots. I'm just saying. I hope that's not the case. Let me see. No, Biz, let's keep it all the way real. They don't want Boots because they are afraid of what may happen. Bud may just get his ass whipped. I don't think. I got Crawford, man. But Boots is a problem. But Crawford just doesn't look like he got weaknesses. All right, so listen. I want to say this, all right, before I talk about let's talk about Showtime real quick. Steven Espinoza was saying that they don't know exactly what Showtime's going to do. They're still making the business decision. And as they're doing that, they just got to keep making fights, right? He said that all of the whole thing about Amazon Prime and all those things aren't true, all right? With that said, I want to say this. With Showtime having
Showtime is deliberating over if they should keep Showtime Sports or not, having an expensive fight like Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford 2, an expensive fight like that when the revenue you cannot bank on because the first fight was so one-sided, may not be the best business decision for Showtime. I'm going to be extreme. I cannot get more real than that. Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford 2, after that first shit, may not be a great business deal for Showtime. All right. Also, when it comes to business, I think Terrence Crawford is now a superstar. When I was at the Canelo fight, they showed Terrence Crawford on a Titantron entering the arena. The crowd erupt. They all erupt over. Terrence Crawford was never that. I think just like how Tank Davis can fight Hector Garcia and the arena fills up, Terrence Crawford people are finally seeing what type of product Terrence Crawford is. He is must-see TV, and he's been that since the very beginning. People just didn't know. Because like I said, people are into fashion. Men are into fashion, tattoos, and shit more than the product. Terrence Crawford buttoned his collar up to the top collar. His hair looked like Martin Luther King on his best day. And you look at him, and you just don't see him as somebody that's marketable. Just like with Marvelous Marvin Hagler, bald head during the years of the Jerry curl. But the product is must-see TV. And I think Terrence Crawford versus Boots will make money because Terrence Crawford is must-see TV. Hit the Tyson bell. That's how I see it. But here's the thing. I'm going to ask this now, and I'm going to ask this in a poll in the community. Okay? I just saw the MLK. Terrence Crawford fans only. Do y'all want the rematch or Boots? Do y'all want the rematch or Boots? He demands a huge guarantee, not because of him being a superstar. He demanded a huge guarantee because he was worth that. But he wasn't a highly marketed fighter. He deserved the money. So if he did commission, he won't get the paper that he would get if he agrees to a guarantee. Now he can do commission. Let me see. Boots. Look at these Terrence Crawford fans saying Boots. The rematch. Okay. Well, Marvelous said it again. The rematch. Boots later. The rematch is a must. The rematch. So I said Boots or the rematch. I can't believe Boxing Nerds said Boots. There's a lot of Terrence Crawford fans that's not like these bed buds. Let me see. Hell no. We need Boots. Rematch. Rematch is contractual. Rematch. Oh, that's the same guy. We want Boots. Well, stop saying it again. I need to figure this out. Boots. There's more Boots than only Highness keeps saying the same. It's just one guy. So it's going to be easier to do a poll. It's going to be easier to do a poll. Only Crawford fans only. If y'all say y'all want Crawford versus Boots, because I work for y'all. Look at my cash apps and super chats. It's the show business partners who pay me. No one else gives me an envelope. But you fans, listen to me, and I mean this from the bottom. If that poll says Crawford versus Boots is what y'all demand, I'm going to be pushing that and try to suck the energy out of Bud versus Spence in the rematch. I'm going to let the Crawford fans, but if y'all say y'all want the rematch, I'm coming with conspiracy videos out the ass.
conspiracy videos out the ass. And if that rematch happens, because it's a must, conspiracy videos. I'm not going to lie to you, because I'm not going to pout. I'm going to try to push the fight. Let me see. A new member. Thank you so much. Blake. Oh, Hugh said no. Yeah. Okay, I get what Hugh on. He was like, "Yo, I'm getting I'm getting my fantasy off." Period. Let me see. Being a boxing fan over a specific fighter fan. Beautiful. So you guys, you feel me? You feel? I'm telling you. I'm warning you now. Because my man said earlier, fighters put their lives on the line. Errol Spence definitely will be putting it against Crawford too. That means Terrence may not hold back the way he did. I don't care what anybody say. Terrence Crawford could have brought his fist all the way back and knocked his head into the 5th row. When Errol, I watched that fight again. When Errol was like this, Terrence could have brought his fist back like what Clubber did to Rocky. He could have brought his fist back and knocked it, but he tap, and stopped the fight. Who knows what happens that second fight? He may have when he got shot, he made the PTSD and bring that fist back. Who knows? All right. So since they putting their lives on the line, I will push. I will push the fight. Let me see. He should do the rematch because he made a promise. All right. Anything to do with inhaling every call, Miss J. Smith. A new member, babe. Oh, okay. Babe. Yeah. Fantasy Boxing League. I got you. Donnie, have y'all been listening? I hope so. Because what they're going to say, Donnie, they don't listen. So they're going to say Showbiz flip-flopping. I tell people what's going on. I don't keep it from y'all. I'm totally transparent. And they watch. Let me see. Boxing needs Bud to set an example and fight Boots. Where is it?
Get out while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts. I told you I wasn't going away. You got your shot. Now give me mine.
Why don't you get the hell out of there?
And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me? Politics, man. Then I'll come to you people and lay out the truth. I am ranked number 1. 1! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. You see, he don't fight no real man. He fight them setups. What? Bad boy, your family doing real nice, ain't it? You call yourself a fighter? Prove it now. Give me that same chance.
I don't care what you're ranked. You don't get no shot, and I mean that. You understand?
Judging by my pride, my determination.
It's over with.
But judging by my fighting record.
You understand?
Judging by my pride, my determination.
It's over with.
But judging by my fighting record.
Hey, so wait a second. Who tweeted what? Showtime said that they're out? Damn, dog. Here's the Twitter fingers. Damn. Here's the Twitter fingers. Look. Let's do the Twitter fingers. Check Showtime just dropped the bomb. The BK with cheese. The X5. Twitter fingers.
Cheese. His name is Cheese.
It's cheese, snitches. X-Files, mother. Now, officially confirmed that Showtime Sports, including Showtime Boxing, Showtime Sports, including Showtime Boxing, will be shutting down at the end of this year. Steven Espinoza is reportedly being laid off. and has said in a statement, the company's decision is not a reflection of the work we have done in recent years, nor of our long and proud history, unfortunately. In a rapidly evolving media marketplace, the company has had to make difficult choices allocating resources. Yeah, resetting priorities and reshaping its content offering. Facts. While today's news is certainly difficult and disappointing, it is entirely out of our control. Right, because 2003 boxing was probably the greatest year in boxing history. So they're getting rid of all sports. Showtime Sports is over with. It's over with. That's why I had a problem with Philadelphia. They have a statue of a fictional boxer, Rocky, not the all-time great champion Joe. They got his statue up now. Joe Frazier got a statue. Yep, got a statue. They didn't before, but yo, that's tough. Now here's the thing. Boots a free agent. Boots a free agent. Come on home, dog. Come on home, dog. Wherever Terrence Crawford go, wherever he is, he's with the PBC right now. Come on home, dog. Let me see. PBC has been losing money for a long time. Okay, so explain all of the sports. So Showtime isn't dropping boxing. They're dropping Showtime Sports. So way weary. Explain everything else. You're going to blame PBC boxing. Explain everything else. HBO left. Had Top Rank. Top Rank been losing money for all time? For a bunch? Or is it just Showtime and HBO are looking to do something else? Just movies and shit and shows, which is bigger than boxing. All right, let me see. Yeah, I guess they're going to Amazon. They better go somewhere. They got a plan. They better go somewhere. Big network takes. This is what. Here's what I think the PBC should do. Y'all ready? I think ESPN and Top Rank got an exclusive deal. All right. I think. I don't know. If I would like the PBC to go to ESPN, but if ESPN and Top Rank has an exclusive deal, the PBC should go to DAZN. One of y'all said that, and it was brilliant. The PBC should go to DAZN. Because then you have Matchroom, Golden Boy, and the PBC. All on one network. They can all fight each other. I just want one umbrella. If ESPN don't have an exclusive deal with Top Rank, I would like PBC to go to ESPN because I would like to see PBC and Top Rank together. But if they have an exclusive deal, they should go where there's other promotion companies. PBC, Matchroom, Golden Boy, and DAZN would be beautiful. That'd be huge. Let me see. This lends to one boxing conglomerate. Yep. This is what boxing needs. It actually does. Yep, Hugh. I want one umbrella. This can be exciting if they do the right thing. Fox already dropped PBC. Yeah. HBO dropped Top Rank. Like boxing, this is what I'm saying. Y'all calling it a PBC thing out of hate for promotion companies or whatever. Y'all be picking and choosing. Y'all fanboys about everything. But what I'm about is for boxing to be the #1 sport in the world. Boxing, that's why I got so angry at Crawford fans. Because I'm like, I know the direction that's making boxing fugazi. And that's what y'all are hyping up. Y'all talking about the fighters' money and not the fans getting the fights they want. Y'all not talking about a good product. That's like asking movie companies to make shitty movies, but to charge you a lot of money. Y'all actually for that when it comes to boxing. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. But if we get better product, like we have this entire 2023, boxing can come up. And no network can afford to drop the sport of boxing. HBO dropped boxing, now Showtime dropped boxing. Right? Fox done dropped boxing. CBS dropped boxing a long time ago. NBC, they dropped boxing a long time ago. So we need boxing to improve. We need fans getting the fights they want. And we got it in 2023. Now we need to be 24, 25, just like it was in the 50s and 60s. So if we can get the PBC to share a network with another promotion, we may get some crossover fights we want. Like, it would be beautiful if PBC and Top Rank goes to the Zone or something. If they're all together, we can get Shakur versus Tank without worrying about shit. Y'all fanboy for everything but the sport. Y'all fanboy for race. Y'all fanboy for fighters. Y'all fanboy for everything but the sport. And that's why the sport is went the direction it has gone. We will be more willing to fight any and everybody if we were getting the all of the money we earn and not just a portion of it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about that. Facts, preach, Biz. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that, bro. I think you represent Bomb Squad or whatever. I don't know what to do about that. I'm not in the business. I'm just saying the most important part of the business is the customer paying, because you don't get money unless the customer's happy. That's all I'm saying. So do whatever it takes to make the customers happy. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure what the customer want benefits the sport. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. Showbiz the dope. I'm out. Listen, tomorrow we have the hump day. Thursday, you know, I'm the podcast. There's no podcast on Thursday, but there will be podcasts on Thursdays once the Fantasy Boxing League drops. Once the Fantasy Boxing League drops, Thursday is going to be dedicated to the Fantasy Boxing League, where we talk about, you know, who's predicted to do what fights are coming up, so you guys can make the right predictions for your fantasy boxing leagues. So I'm going to dedicate Thursdays to the Fantasy Boxing League. And then you got the Facts Friday, and then you got Fight Night. All right? Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. I'm out.